Peace, family. I guess this is part two. I want you to imagine, once again, that everything you're about to hear is 100% true. And tell me what your initial thoughts are. Watch this.
Let me take a look at another very interesting tidbit here that Oprah Winfrey was increasingly nervous about the weakness of the Democratic field in 2020. She doubted that Joe Biden or Pete Buttigieg could beat Trump and was certain that Elizabeth Warren could not. And she called Romney, suggesting maybe a Romney Winfrey ticket could bring together a bipartisan coalition of voters and save America from a second Trump term. What more can you tell us about that?
Well, it's funny. Mitt Romney and Ann Romney, his wife, have known Oprah for a long time, and I think that the fact that she called him in 2019 shows both that, she was very concerned about Trump getting reelected, and also apparently had been, as I report, approached by Michael Bloomberg about forming a unity ticket, and she instead kind of went to Mitt Romney and said, how about you do this with me? Romney ultimately demurred, of course, they didn't run, and he still thinks that a third-party ticket, as much as Romney himself would love to run as an independent in this upcoming election, he thinks that there's too great a danger that a third-party ticket would end up helping Donald Trump and kind of spoiling the race for Joe Biden, and that's just not a risk Romney is willing to take right now.
Okay.
Again, I have a couple of thoughts that come to mind when I heard this. First of all, I don't understand how all these politicians, all of them, left and right, can have so much inner workings going on around them, but you never hear any of this until after they retire. We can't allow these politicians who go up in these political situations, take these political positions, and see that it's hopeless to get their agenda put across. But yet they stay up there 10, 20, 30 years doing absolutely nothing. And then when they come out, then they write a book explaining why they couldn't get anything done. You should have did this 30 years ago. Then we could have did something to change the system. So that our politicians can do things to correct change in this country. I think we should make a mandate. Every time these politicians retire, don't buy their book. Don't allow these people who have been robbing the people for up to 30 years in office, doing nothing, continue to profit off of selling the books. This has got to stop. And my final thought is on Oprah Winfrey. She's already been a huge disappointment to me, so this does not change anything. But how do you sit back as a billionaire, worried about the political party that you affiliate yourself with, and now you want to create some type of unity ticket? You actually want to join sides and forces with Mitt Romney, as opposed to using your billions of dollars of money, your influence, to unify your people. You'd rather collaborate with your own enemy. They done had 500 years to get it right. What is Oprah Winfrey going to do to correct that? I don't care if she do got billions. What is she going to do to change that? Why don't you use your economic and social influence to unify your people? And you can make an immediate impact with them. And then regardless of whether who's in office, whether the Democrats and Republicans collaborate together or not, we have an independent means to sustain our own way of life. But yet you want to create an independent political party to put into the midst of this? This is what you want to put? That's like having a soup that's nasty, inedible. And then you want to take a new potato and a new carrot, combine them together to work together, and then toss them right into the pot. What is it going to do? Nothing. Take the carrot, take the potato, put it in a new pot, then surround it with fresh broth, more vegetables, some meat, some herbs, some spices, a little salt, a little pepper, and you got a whole new pot that you can use to nourish your people. And stop poisoning them with this system that you feed them. Don't get me started. You know what? It's time once again that we start our own. Start listening to new leaders with new visions, new ideas that we can realize in our lifetime. This is ridiculous.